Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Heroes of the Storm. My name is Camsquatch. I'm going to be your host for today and we're going to be doing a talent build for the one and only Jim Raynor. Um Raynor is an assassin, as all of you probably know at this point, obviously. He's probably one of the easiest assassins to play as and very straightforward. Um, is that although he's one of my favorites to play because I mean, if you just want to have a fun time, don't really have to like try that hard to have fun, then he's definitely one of your characters to try out. Um, First talent we're gonna go with is Seasoned Marksman, and there are two different options you can go with at talent one because it all depends on what your team comp is. If you're okay and don't need any extra healing, then you can go for Seasoned Marksman, but if you don't really have like a healer at all, then you should um, definitely go for Give Me More because then you don't have to worry about having need healing or anything. Another ability that we have is called Inspire. Basically, when you activate it, it makes everything like minions and mercenaries and allies around you have a pretty much that gives you about 30% bonus attack speed for about 6 seconds, including you and everyone else around you, which is really great when you need that extra basic attack damage and for not just you but everyone else as well. At level 4, we're going to go for Focused Attack, which basically what it does is occasionally gives you, empowers your next basic attack against heroes, which, like I said before, if you're going to be doing mostly basic attack damage, then that is going to be your best choice. For the next talent at level 7, we're going to go for Fight or Flight, which is just a good idea in general because it gives you that much more likelihood to stay alive compared to if you don't. Um, Basically, what it does is it grants you 25% resistance when your Adrenaline Rush activates, which I forgot to mention before. Adrenaline Rush is uh, basically it's just an ability that helps you survive a little bit longer if you're when your health gets below to a certain point. But the downside is its cooldown is a lot um, is a lot higher than the rest of your abilities, so it's not like it's like a fast reoccurring thing at all. Level third. I forgot to mention that was my bad. I was in the heat of the moment. Level 10, I go for Hyperion personally because I think it's just better in general. It does more damage a second than Raynor's Raiders, and it applies to anybody in the area. I mean, compared to Raynor's Raiders, which only can focus on one target at a time, and it does less damage per second than the other one. I mean, I don't know what Rhaegar is planning on doing there. Trying to stall us. Anyway, but yeah, that's why I think that's better. Level 13, though, we're going to go for a Giant Killer, which basically makes it so that your basic attacks do 1.5% of the hero's max amount of health, and that's the amount of damage you do to him. So it's just great when you're playing against like tanks, for instance. Like you can just do so much more basic attack damage than before. I mean, you can see already we're doing the most hero damage out of anybody. I mean, even Falstad is doing less than we are. Level 16, there are different ways you can go about this. I mean, you can go for Berserk, gives you more attack speed for a little bit, and I've seen some people do that occasionally. Or you can go for Executioner, which is any basic attacks do like 40% extra damage on anyone who's stunned or slowed or anything like that. But personally, I think the best one by far is Bullseye, which pretty much what Bullseye does is it will stun the first enemy it hits for about 1.5 seconds, and that could just mean all the difference. See, like that? You stun him, you get away. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna get away from this. And yeah, that did not go well. That was me going too far forward again. But it looks like Murden's gonna die because he went to I don't know what he was thinking. Chasing Abathur, I guess. Just for future reference, at level 20, we're gonna go for Nexus Frenzy. I mean, come on, extra basic attack speed 20% and damage by 20%. I mean, no, speed and attack range by 20%. So both the speed and range are increased, which is a ton. I mean, sometimes I go a card to play because every time a hero dies, it takes off the cooldown off of your heroic, which could be pretty insane too. But I mean, come on, Nexus Frenzy is just too good for our basic attack. Level 20, we're gonna go for Nexus Frenzy. I already explained what it does. Wow, we were able to pull this fight out in the end. I cannot believe we actually did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good rest of your week. This I'm Camsquatch. I've been your host. I've been your host, not hopes. And yeah, signing out.